हो आम्ही एक स्ट्रक्चर केला तातूंत दोन सर्किट आसा सो जेन्ना आमी वेट लायता पळय आनी तेका पुल करता जेन्ना तो वेट सकयल वयता पळय तेन्ना मोटर रोटेट जाता आनी तो रोटेट जाता आसतना पावर जनरेट जाता हो एक इंडिकेटरूय आसा तो जनरेट जाता पळय पावर तो हातूंत स्टोर जाता तो स्टोर जाता पळय पावर तो स्टोर केल्लो पावर आमी परत यूज करून वेट आसा तो परत पुल करता वयर सो हाजो मेन एडवांटेज कितें की हाका एक्सटर्नल पावर सप्लाय काय नाका जो वेट जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट जाल्ली आसा पळय तीच यूज करून आमी परत तो वेट पुल करता.
Glasses are special assistive devices designed for visually impaired and blind people to move safely and independently. They use science and technology to detect obstacles and give warnings.
Now in short, I will tell how this project is made. First, I connected the ultrasonic sensor wire to the Arduino Uno. Then I connected the buzzer and batteries wire to the Arduino Uno. And when I go in front of the wall, it detects and alerts the blind people.
Now I will tell you the applications. Helps blind people avoid obstacles while walking, reduces the chances of accidents and injuries, can be used indoors and outdoors, increases the safety and confidence of visually impaired people. Now my friend will demonstrate how this project actually works. So, our smart glasses are like eyes for the blind, makes life easy and fine. Thank you.
This is a solar tracker which detects light and moves towards it. So here we have the compartments where we get light, and these are the sensors here which detect the light and tell this board to move the motors, and they move towards the light. Now see, now it moves here when it gets light, so it can be used where there is no electricity. See, its primary function is to generate more electricity than static panels. The static panels are just fixed at a single angle and do not produce as much as energy as this model.
It's great to see this young budding talent, and they've done great, exceptionally well. Some of them are really creative with their approach to art and art making, and I really enjoyed judging these children.
So, good afternoon. As we all know, that essential oils are very important in different purposes these days for cosmetics as well as medicinal purposes. So, we have discovered a way through which we can extract natural oil from lemongrass through steam distillation.
So this is our setup. This is called a round bottom flask, a condenser, and this is called a collecting funnel, the separating funnel. So we have added lemongrass, we have cut it into small pieces and added it into water. We are heating this so that the water gets converted into steam, and the steam carries the lemongrass oil with it. And in the condenser, there are two pipes, the internal pipe and the external pipe. The internal pipe carries the steam and the external pipe carries the water, which which condenses the steam and converts it into liquid, which is water. So over here, the water and oil gets collected and separated. Yeah. This can.
It is used in the manufacturing of perfumes, deodorants, etc. It has antibacterial and antifungal properties, so it is also used in medical purposes.
It's a science project. We have made a game called Maths Matrix. It's made up by three of us, Harman, Miran and Furkan. This game make learning maths easier by some questions there. and I'll pass it to Aman to say something.
Thank you, Mehran. So this game is basically based on MCQs, maths problems. So the player is basically has to answer following questions so that he can pass different levels. And if he answers wrong, he's gonna lose 25 points. So which would help, which encourages thinking and accuracy. I'll pass the further explanation to Furkan.
Thank you, Harman. You can see that we have implemented MCQ type logic questions, and also we have implemented the health system in the game, and also you can access the game by scanning our QR code. And this project shows that we can merge maths with game and make learning easy.
Talk about land pollution. Land pollution occurs when the soil is contaminated by garbage and harmful chemicals. The main causes are open dumping of garbage, plastics and e-waste, excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, large-scale cutting of trees and deforestation for building houses, factories and buildings. Deforestation for industrial construction causes soil erosion, etc. Land pollution reduces soil fertility, contaminates groundwater, etc. The some control methods are: we can practice the 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. We can plant more trees and green belts, as trees act as a natural absorber of carbon dioxide, which purifies the air. Recycling reduces soil erosion and wasteful dumping.
Okay, good evening. I am Renu Kalangutkar. I'm a St. Michael High School teacher who's been invited here as a judge. And it is really amazing to look at the work what the small tiny tots have done here. Especially the paintings is like amazing. We cannot express, like, as a kid, I couldn't do so in very detailing work. But I'm really surprised to see the work of the students from standard 3rd, 4th and 5th.
There are two methods of depreciation: straight line method and written down value method. In straight line method, the asset loses equal amount of depreciation every year. It is like eating a cake slice by slice each day equally. Next is written down value method. In this method, the asset's value keeps on decreasing year after year. Similarly, if you roll a ball down a hill, it goes fast first and then gradually slows down, as the asset first loses more value in the beginning and less later on. Now, companies mostly in real life prefer written down value method, as this method provides how things actually age. Now, I'll show you all practically how the straight line method work. For example, we have an asset like a car, which has a scrap value of rupees 2 lakh and the original cost is of rupees 10 lakh. Now, the depreciation value of this car by using straight line method will be rupees 8 lakh, and this 8 lakh rupees will remain equal every year. So, this method is therefore called original cost method or fixed installment method. Now, I'd like Asta to explain the further written down value method.
Written down value method is also called as reducing balancing method and diminishing balancing method. So I would like to explain with a practical model. Let's say this car is actually 9,50,000. With the installation and taxes, it is 50,000 extra. So it is 9,50,000 plus 50,000, which is 10 lakh. So if we sell this car by the depreciation value, it is 10 lakh minus 2,000, which is 8 lakh. Now, if we sell it again, it is 2 lakh minus 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, which is 6 lakh, and it goes on. Now, let's take another example. Let's take this clock. Now, this clock is depreciated. Let's take the amount as 2,000, and we depreciate it by 500. So, 2,000 minus 500, which is 1,500. It also explains like it is a time lapse, obsolescence, and there is a wear and tear. So you can see it is very old and it is greasy. So it will take a lot of time to upgrade it and repair it. So I would like to explain and conclude with that if you maintain your assets very well, you will get a good return. It is a small umbrella for your rainy days ahead. Wondering how mathematics is used in a Havan Kund. Primarily, two units are used during the construction of a Havan Kund. That is called the Hasta and the Angula. One Hasta is 24 Angula and 1 Angula is 2 centimeter. This is called the Agni Sthana. During the construction of a Havan Kund, this Angula is used to measure the Agni Sthana at the base to check if the measurements are in proportion and if they follow the guidelines given in the ancient texts. There are many other units such as Liksha, Yuka, Yava, but primarily Hasta and Angula are used.
Vedic literature mentions that the size of the Havan Kund is based on the total number of offerings. The fire is very sacred and divine and needs to be respected well. The Yajna Kund should have the capacity to hold the total number of offerings, and at the end of the Yajna Kund should be filled 2/3 of the total size and height.
So this Havan Kund is a square inverted frustum. This is called the Agni Sthan, which is at the top, and the length of its size is 22 centimeters. This is the Madhya Mandala, which is at the middle, and the length of its size is 30 centimeters. This is called the Prithvi Mandala, which is at the bottom, and the length of its side is 38 centimeters. These proportions are taken to demonstrate the traditional Hasta Angula system at a reduced scale. So how is actually this Hasta Angula system used? Hasta and Angula system is used during the construction of the Yajna Kund. We have used a Chaturasara Kund, which is the purpose of the Chaturasara Kund is almost everything. This shows that Havan Kund is not built on belief alone, but on precise geometry, volume calculation, and scientific balance.
आमचे जे विद्यार्थी आहेत ते कला आणि विज्ञान या विषयाचे जे आम्ही प्रदर्शन भरवतो दरवर्षी जानेवारी महिन्यामध्ये, तर ते प्रदर्शन भरविण्यासाठी मुले बरेच कष्ट घेतात, मेहनत करतात. त्यासाठी जवळजवळ वर्षभर ते शिक्षकांकडून काही नवीन अशा इनोव्हेटिव्ह काहीतरी आयडियाज, काहीतरी कल्पना वगैरे त्यांना पाहिजे असतात, ते त्यांच्याकडून घेतात, इंटरनेटवरती शोधतात. नंतर बऱ्याच ते मेहनत घेतात, कष्ट घेऊन ते बरेच असे आर्ट म्हणजे कला क्षेत्रामध्ये जे विद्यार्थी चांगले आहेत त्यांचे सुद्धा मेहनतीने आमचे निलेश सर आणि रिया माशेलकर ही जे टीचर आहे, हे जे शिक्षक आहेत, ते सगळे मेहनतीने त्यांच्याकडून चांगले उपक्रम असे करून घेतात. तसेच आमच्या शाळेचे जे शिक्षिका आहेत गणिताच्या किंवा विज्ञानांच्या, त्या सगळ्या मुलांकडून जसे त्यांना पाहिजे तसं सगळं मटेरियल त्यांना उपलब्ध होण्यासाठी कुठे मिळतं, काय मिळतं, कसं मिळतं आणि काय लागणार त्याच्यासाठी, त्या सगळ्या विज्ञानाच्या प्रयोगांसाठी ते सगळं ते जवळजवळ 2 महिने त्यांची मेहनत ते करतात आणि या आमच्या प्रदर्शनासाठी अतिशय महत्त्वाची अशी माहिती सर्वांना देतात. हे प्रदर्शन म्हणजे मुलांसाठी एक अतिशय उत्साहवर्धक असतं. ते नेहमीच चांगल्या प्रकारे करतात. नवीन आयडिया कल्पना त्यांना सुचतात तसे ते शिक्षकांना जाऊन सांगतात.
Today we are presenting our project named Piezoelectricity Generating Tile. So this is a spring-based model wherein if we step on this project or this metal plate, we can the springs get compressed and hence the pressure is exerted on piezoelectric discs. So PZT molecules present in this PZT molecules present in this sensors, the electron starts moving and hence the energy is generated. So rest of the information about the other model will be explained by Aditya Sirkar.
In this circuit, you can see some discs. These are called as piezoelectric discs, where the electricity is generated. When there is a pressure applied on this, the LED starts emitting light. The electricity from this disc are collected in the wire. Then this is converted into AC to DC and stored in the capacitor. As the energy is stored, the energy will be used to light the bulb, as bulb require a smaller voltage as compared to other big instruments. Then this device can be used in many places such as railway stands, stadiums, mall, as people are gathered together and they make a huge amount of energy by moving. So this works on the principle of people when they step on these tiles, the electricity is generated. So this is very less cost effective and very good source of renewable energy.
First, we have solar energy. Solar energy is environment friendly. It does not release carbon dioxide. It is an excellent replacement for non-renewable energies. In India, power generation is costly, so solar energy is the best way, one of the most purest and cleanest form of energy. Hydroelectricity.
Hydroelectricity reduces dependence on the fossil fuels and greenhouse gas emission while providing stable, cost-effective power communities and industries. Hydroelectricity promotes sustainable development with relatively low environment impact compared to the non-renewable resources.
Wind energy is one of the most cost effective and efficient renewable energy sources because of its low operating cost and broad availability. Wind energy generates electricity without burning fuel, emitting virtually no carbon dioxide or any other pollutants, directly fighting climate changes.
We have made up of bacteria and we have grown the bacteria, then we washed it and we have dried it, then we made decorative items like keychains and earrings out of vegan leather.
It was made up of Scooby, which is symbiotic culture of yeast and bacteria, which we grew at home, and then we have dried it, and which we have turned into a leather, which we have crafted into decorative products such as keychains and earrings. In contrast, we have synthetic leather, which is made in industries, creating pollution and harming animals.
नमस्कार, मी मधुश्री तिमले, पीपल्स हायस्कूलमध्ये गणित विषयाची शिक्षिका. हा आमचा तिसरा वर्ष आहे की ज्या वर्षी आम्ही विज्ञान, गणित, समाजशास्त्र आणि कला यामधील गुणांना वाव देण्यासाठी हे प्रदर्शन आयोजित करतो. जरी हे प्रदर्शन फक्त 3 तासांचं आणि एका दिवसाचं असलं तरी यासाठी आमची मुलं जे त्रास घेतात ते मागच्या 2 महिन्यापासून त्यांची तयारी चालू असते. त्यांचा उत्साह, पालकांचा उत्साह, शिक्षकांचं त्यांना केलेलं मार्गदर्शन हे सगळंच अनुभवण्यासारखंच असतं आणि मुलं खूपच आनंदित होतात, त्यांचे पालक आनंदित होतात, त्यांचे बहुतेक वेळा आजी आजोबा पण येतात हे प्रदर्शन बघण्यासाठी आणि ही गोष्ट त्यांच्यामध्ये त्यांच्या शालेय जीवनातली एक चिरस्मरणीय अशी आठवण होते.
So in our project we have collected some old waste paper which was then soaked into water, and after grinding we have made this smooth pulp. To make our material strong and durable, we have added flour to it, making it into a thick dough. Before shaping, we have applied oil to the container and then we have applied the dough for it, making it into a desirable form. And then our products were ready and then we painted it accordingly.
My name is Swara and her name is Manushri. So today before you all we have our project on ancient education system and modern education system. So first let us see about the ancient education system. Over here a rishi alone is teaching his disciples. They are all male as females were not allowed to study at that time. They were forced to do all the housework. Students were taught in nature. They were taught about ancient texts and nature. They were also taught other skills such as archery, sword fighting, hunting, etc. Animals here roamed without disturbance. So now let us see about the modern education system by Manushri.
So over here we have demonstrated how a class in modern education looks like. Students sit on benches on fixed seats and wear a fixed uniform. A teacher is teaching the students with the help of a smart board. So we can say that technology is supports education in this system. This system also prepares students for global opportunities and helps them follow their passion. It helps them achieve a brighter future. But this education system misses out on something very important.
So we can see on the ancient side that the teacher focuses more on practical skills, good values and morals, which we cannot see on the modern education side.
Our real motive of making this project was to spread a special message among students.
Though in modern education, there are a lot of facilities, but students lack on discipline and don't respect their teachers. So when we combine both of these education methods in order to spread a message towards students that not only education is important but also moral values and respect is important.
I am Harsh Desai from class 7 and these are my two group members, Parsh Harankar and Mayank Malsekar. Nowadays, technology is upgrading day by day and coding and robotics is coming in research very often. We all know that health is wealth and hygiene is required. Floor cleaning is one of the most important parts of hygiene. Therefore, we have designed this cleaning robo vacuum bot. This is a manually operated robo car with a vacuum cleaner. This helps us to understand the basics of coding and robotics and sanitation. Now first, we'll tell you the advantages of this robot. This RoboCar teaches robotic concepts in a practical and fun way, making it great for students or hobbyists. It also highlights how technology can help with everyday cleaning tasks. Plus, it's a project that encourages innovation and learning. It is also useful for old people who cannot bend down to clean the floor. Now, Mayank will tell the disadvantages. Our car works only on the flat surfaces. It has a limited power and limited range and limited cleaning capacity. Because of manual, it might not go far away and it has a limited cleaning capacity. Because we have to remove the waste. We have to remove the waste from here. And regularly we have to check that the components, batteries and wheels are proper.
Very good event organized by People's School here. The project displayed by all the students are very innovative, thought-provoking, and really they have put in lot of efforts to bring in new ideas which will generate a lot of enthusiasm among other students, especially in the case of renewable energies like wind energy, solar energy. Also the robotics and the coding is really catching up within the students of the People's High School. That is very, very impressive and very encouraging to see that young minds are really nurturing up and gearing up for the future. Thank you very much. Very good show put up by People's School.